Cooks.
If you'd like to see your name on the screen here, become a member to my channel. Check out the link in the description below.
Chicago. I love Chicago. I love the Italian beef. I've reviewed a couple different Italian beef places on this channel. You could check them out later. I'm going to make my own Italian beef. I'm going to attempt to anyway. I got to make my own Italian beef because you can't get Italian beef around here. Anyway, I'm not following a specific recipe. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to make it in a crock pot. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to prepare the meat as if I'm making it like in a restaurant. I'm going to pre-season it, and then I'm going to leave it in the fridge overnight. Chicago! All right, I'm going to try this. I could fail miserably. I'm not a professional chef. I'm not an amateur chef. I barely can make scrambled eggs. Chicago! So, let's see what I got. So, I got a sirloin tip roast. Okay, it won't... That's the weight, 2.68 pounds. I only got 2.68 pounds because I'm only one man. And I'm cooking it for myself. I don't have any friends. Okay, the meat is in the bowl. It's nice and moist already, but I'm going to use some Worcestershire sauce as a bonding agent. And what kind of seasoning? I'm using Italian seasoning. That's right, it's Italian beef. Let's get this nice and seasoned, Italian style. Oh yeah, it smells like exactly how you think it would smell, like Italian dressing. Some more Worcestershire sauce. And more Italian seasoning. So I'm going to let this marinate overnight, and then we're going to put it in the crock pot in the morning. So it was an uneven pour of the Italian seasoning on one side from the other. So I'm just going to salt and pepper this side more. We're going to put salt and pepper on the other side too in the morning. Some salt and pepper for that side too. All right, it's the next day. I'm going to brown up the beef, and then we're going to put it in the slow cooker, the crock pot. Okay, so I'm using a Wegmans basting oil, which is also seasoned, just to add a little more seasoning to this, and plus we only had a little bit left, so I figured, why not use it for this? I've also cut the meat in a couple pieces, make it brown up a little quicker that way, and then it's going to go into the crock pot. Okay, now my meat is nice and brown. I chopped up some vegetables while I browned the meat. Okay, so I've got the crock pot on low. First things first, I've got some beef stock. I'm going to pour that right into the crock pot. Right in, there we go. All right, I put some garlic cloves in there, some peppers, some onions, all into the stock, right into the stock. This would not be Italian beef without some giardiniera. Oh, that smells good, guys. That smells good. Dump that into there, just about half. And for the heck of it, some mild banana peppers. Why not? I like banana peppers. Okay, so now what I've just done was I added the beef, the browned beef, and now what's next? Just repeat what I just did. Put everything, the other half of the beef broth, banana peppers, giardiniera, all of it on top. Okay, the lid's on top, and it is on low. So I've just started my work day about an hour ago. At the end of my work day, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and pull apart the beef and then put it back. Okay, so this has been in the slow cooker on low for about 7 hours now. I'm gonna take the meat out, pull it apart, put it back in there for another hour, maybe hour and a half. So the meat is pulling right apart with my tongs. I don't even need to really get in there and do a lot of work with it, but I'm going to get a couple forks. Look at that though. It's just coming right apart. That's how you know it's going to be good. So for my bread, I just got a loaf of French bread. I cut it in half. I chose the French bread because it was a thinner bread. It wasn't as thick as the Italian bread. So now the first thing I'm doing is I'm getting the vegetables, the giardiniera, the peppers, the onions, the garlic, and I'm just gonna spread it across the base of the bread. And now it's time to put some of that meat. Okay, now that I got a lot of meat on that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some more of the juices on the sandwich. Get it nice and wet. I don't think I need to dip it because it's gonna be wet enough. Okay, let's see how I did. I didn't dip. This thing is already soaked. I didn't need to dip. The bread is just falling apart. All right. Everything's falling apart. Let's give this a try. Nailed it. This is really good. I can't get the bread to stay together because there's so much juice. But the taste is out of control. The taste is great. I'm just gonna... Yeah, this is really good. This is hard to eat, but delicious to eat. This is gonna rip off a piece of bread, rip off a piece of meat. I've used more of a mild giardiniera. They had hot and they had mild. I used the mild. The banana peppers do give it a little bit of a kick, but I can handle banana peppers. I definitely have to rip apart the sandwich to eat it, to enjoy it, but I'm glad I did. The taste is what matters, and this thing tastes great. Okay, this half is still together. Love you, Chicago. Let me know in the comments below, how do you prepare your Italian beef? What should I do the next time? Thank you guys for watching. Rock on.